Hi everyone, my name is Christa Nararia. I'm a grade 11 student and I'm part of my school's hmca/mun club. In this video, I'd like to discuss a rising issue in my local community, Batam, as well as all throughout Indonesia. That issue being the increasing prevalence of traffic violations by underage drivers, as well as how those violations affect them. This issue has been one for a really long time, but it's only now that I personally witness an uptick in them, especially those ending in fatal accidents in my local community. This problem is one rooted in a long-lasting culture of socially acceptable underage driving, and this culture even extends to other drivers on the road, which are less likely to report any underage drivers they see. Additionally, police monitoring and sanctions are too strict, which can lead to further recklessness by those drivers. A final underlying cause of this issue is the car-centric design of many Indonesian cities, which generally prioritize either car drivers or motorcycle drivers. This can lead to increased rates of accidents, in which those children are more likely to be killed. A study done in 2022 by hmca and team found out that underage motorcycle riders, specifically from ages 13 to 17, are 1.3 times more likely than older drivers aged 20 to 24 to be inflicted with severe injuries after an accident. Looking at this issue with a focus on law and punishment, if caught, the minor will be fined around 1 million Indonesian rupiah, around 60 USD, with the amount increasing with subsequent offenses, along with a maximum of 2 months imprisonment time if the offender is over 14. This could affect the minor mentally and could also affect them in the future as well. By giving them a sort of criminal record, this could affect them in terms of employment and other future opportunities. For this issue, there are a couple of solutions that have been brought up. The most obvious being increased police sanctions and stricter monitoring, as it makes parents more hesitant to send their children out with motorcycles and/or other vehicles. Though there's one main issue with the solution. Those that receive these punishments are minors or children, and it's important to not go overboard, as increasing fines and imprisonment time haphazardly could lead to unfair treatment and some degree of mental harm being done to the minor, for what many see as a light offense. Another solution could involve educational programs aimed at parents and their children alike to warn about the dangers of underage driving. This solution would try and tackle the long-standing culture of parents not caring about whether or not their children drive around when they're not allowed to. Although since this culture has been around for a really long time, it would still be hard to completely knock down. One final, partial solution that could be implemented is the increased media coverage of accidents resulting from underage driving and their consequences, to let children and parents more easily learn about the dangers associated with these sorts of violations and see the first-hand consequences of them in their local community. This problem is huge in many parts of Asia and isn't easily solvable due to the aforementioned culture surrounding it. But maybe, if we could combine these possible solutions together into one cohesive course of action, we could at least minimize the amount of accidents and injuries each year, making roads safer for everyone. Thank you.